Hi there.
And welcome
to the Pretty Dumb Podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Pretty Dumb Podcast.
How you doing?
I'm just going to turn myself down a little.
And how am I doing?
You sound wonderful, babe. You're doing so good.
I don't feel like I am. Oh,
That's
I'm
great.
so tired.
Well, my week has been great.
Okay.
Let me tell you
Go
all
ahead.
about it.
Go ahead and tell me about it.
Let's see. I did the dope show on Saturday.
Oh my God, I passed by the Tacoma Comedy Club while you were there.
Were you like, fuck you, Courtney?
No, I was like, oh my God, Courtney's there. I don't want to go though.
You should have come.
I wish I could have,
It's
but
a bunch of fun.
I wasn't driving.
TJ Miller did a spot.
How was that?
It was really fun. He was really nice.
Really?
Someone gifted him like 5 goodie bags, like huge bags full of like packages of edibles.
Mm-hmm.
So he let us take some.
Oh, that was nice of him to give away the things his fans gave him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure was.
I'm going to do that one day. I am going to do that.
It was super fun. Yeah, dope show is just where you do a set sober and then you go get high and then you do another set. And my high sets are always something.
Did
They're
you get it
always
on
something.
tape?
Yep.
Good.
I'll post it eventually.
Yeah.
But I had a good time. Good old time. Should we talk about our outfits? I just realized we haven't. We're just talking like normal. Should we not talk about the outfits?
No, I mean, like, if you guys are listening, I'm wearing a costume from Halloween 2019. I am... No, wait, shit. This is even before that. I think this was 2016. I am Max from Where the Wild Things Are, but slutty. I cut my onesie legs off, so my legs are exposed, and I normally wear it with, like, a thigh-high sock, but I don't know where my thigh-high socks are, so I'm wearing it with this. Just the onesie. I have a gold wire crown, and I'm king of the wild things. I'm Max.
Super cute.
What are you?
So this is probably from at least like
5th grade.
8 or 10 years ago.
Okay.
No, these are wine stains. I was definitely an adult. My friend Janasha helped me make this. I love a pun costume. So
That is so up your alley.
I'm dressed as a fish, but this little medal means that I'm a great catch.
I can't with you. I can't.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thought you were going to say a goldfish. And I was like, not
No.
quite, but.
Even better.
You know what I thought you were when I saw that costume? I thought you were that, like, what's that? Is it the rainbow fish? That fish that, like, sparkles and shimmers?
Sure.
The children. Why do you not know children's books?
Because I don't know how to read.
She also didn't know where the wild things was.
I didn't read that.
What?
I don't think. I have a very bad memory, and I'm just not a good reader.
There's like a book about like a fish that has like sparkly scales, and all the other fish are like, you're fucking weird. And like to get the other fish to like him, the sparkly fish is
rips his scales out.
rips his scales out and gives his scales to everyone. Which is
Really?
basically saying like,
he kills himself.
no, he's still alive.
He's just naked.
Yeah. Which is basically saying like, hey, if you're special, make sure to make everyone else feel special too.
Dull down your sparkle, bitch.
So that way other people can feel good and secure about themselves.
It kind of sounds like these books aren't that great, and I didn't really miss out.
I think that this book actually is like slowly being pulled away from like children's classes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, you know, that's really sad, but also good.
It's good and bad.
It's good to see a classic go that makes children be like, hey, you know what? I am special.
I'm going to embrace my special.
Yeah.
Care what you say,
We
you
want
dumb fish.
Yeah. Who gives a shit about everyone else?
How was your week? Did you have any fun shows?
I did the super secret stand-up show.
Oh, yeah.
And that was super fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I burned the light by like 2 minutes on accident.
Oh, well, it's 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, they went from being like, hey, do you want to do a guest spot like 5 to 7? And I was like, okay. And then they were like, well, how about like just do 8 to 10? And I was like, okay. And then I did 12.
You're like, I'm going to do 20. Stick around, everybody.
Sorry about it. I hope you guys all have a good night. Thanks.
Was it fun?
It was super fun.
The crowd was good?
The crowd was great.
Those can be very hit or miss because it's a midnight show. I've done it once, and as soon as I got off stage, I was ready for bed.
I was so tired by the time we left. I was like, I'm really glad that I did this, but I wanted to go to bed. I also like went a lot of places that night. Like I went to a housewarming party and then a birthday party and then a show and then the secret show.
Sheesh.
So like, yeah, I was
That's too
just
much.
running around all night and I was ready to fall asleep. I'm still ready to fall asleep.
Yeah.
But, you know, what are you going to do?
Stay awake.
That's show business, baby.
Crushing it.
Not really, but
We're crushing it.
I mean, we'll fucking see.
Everything's going to be great, you guys.
I hope so.
What's been chapping your ass, Richie?
Mostly like my job. I'm tired of feeling really micromanaged and I feel like it's time for me to get a new job and I don't really know how or what to do. What is that? What is that?
Fin.
That's not a fin. Like, you look like Nemo with his like fucked up fin. Like,
Well, this one broke off. Listen, have you ever handmade a costume?
you're looking at it.
Yeah, but at least it was like had a shape. This is a fucking sandwich board costume. I would appreciate some respect. Look at these bubbly little.
Wine stains. Okay.
Listen, don't worry about me.
Okay. I have something that'll get those wine stains out.
I'm 99% sure I will never wear this again.
How do you know? You could be a sexy fish.
Not with all the shit you're giving me right now.
Did you ever catch anything in that?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Do I need to give you one of my sparkles?
I mean, if you could give me $50,000, I would be very happy.
This is the call to action, you guys. Richie needs some help.
I need so much help and so much, like, I don't even know what I need. I just need to live a different life.
You're right. This light is hot.
Yeah. I'm wearing a half onesie, so yeah, I can feel it.
But your legs are going to be tan.
Oh my God, they probably will tan my legs. There's an IKEA light lighting us right now on camera, and it should be illegal. Like, this light gets so hot, it should honestly be illegal because I'm pretty sure it started fires in the past. Like, I don't know for sure, but
I've done that. I had a light similar to that. It's like a reading light. And in my old apartment, I had just like thrown a sports bra on it. Like, I think I put the sports bra on it to like dim it because it was so bright. And then I just left it on and left the apartment. And my roommate texted me and she was like, your bra caught on fire. I smelled something burning. I put it out. It's on your floor. I was like, okay, thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for making sure we didn't die. I didn't know that was like a real thing that could happen, but that happened to me and Reese when we were staying in Westport. Like, one of his shirts like almost caught fire. It was like black from the lamp and it like burned a hole into his shirt.
Yeah, that's smart. Light bulbs get hot. Now we know.
Now
that's my fact for today.
Stop.
Light bulbs get hot.
Okay, what? Anyways, my week has been good. Otherwise, I think, yeah, my week has been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your work is trapping your ass.
How did you know that?
Because we already said it. I already asked
Yeah,
you.
work has been chopping my ass and I'm really tired of it. I just want a job that, like, okay, here's the crazy thing too, is like, I was kind of coming to this realization today, and right now they're doing like surveys on like, are you happy at your job? And I was like, so honest.
No,
it was like an interview. It was like an interview survey. So I like spoke to someone else on my team and she was like, this will all be confidential. And I was like, okay, sure. And I was like, I do not like my job right now. I feel like it's very performative, to say the least, to like I like doing my day-to-day job and the work that I'm supposed to do, but I feel like I'm not getting, I feel like I'm being asked to do a lot of things that aren't in the job description, which is fine. I'm happy to lean in and help on some things, but like, I don't know.
that money.
Well, it's not even about the money.
It should
more
be.
just like, I just don't want to do some of the stuff that I'm being asked to do.
Yep.
And what are you going to do about, like, how do you say no? Like,
You get a different job.
I don't know.
In my old job when I was a receptionist, they wanted me to like answer the phones and stuff. And I was like, gross. And they were like, okay, the phone system isn't working. We need you to figure it out. And I was like 23 and very stupid and was like, I don't know how to do that. So I just kept putting it off and kept putting it off. Like, I don't want to answer the phones. I'm not going to do that. Yep. That's me.
That's not okay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't want to do my job at all. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be micromanaged.
Yeah. No, I understand exactly. I think we're talking about the same thing here.
Okay. Anyways, that's what's chapping my ass.
Listen, some weeks they're going to be fire episodes. Sometimes we're going through stuff, you guys, and we just need your support.
Yeah, and also, like, you know what else is chapping my ass? While we're on the fucking subject, you know what else is chapping my ass? I am tired of my metabolism slowing down. This is some bullshit. This costume used to fit me.
What's up, 30?
This costume used to fit me so good, and now it feels like I'm zipping up an overstuffed luggage when I put this on, and I hate it. I hate it here. This is not what I had in mind.
All right, we got to get you a stand-up desk. We got to get you a treadmill, just a walking desk, or just come walk dogs for biscuit bitches.
You know what else I'm tired of?
Dogs?
No. I'm tired of everyone talking about this fucking Jeffrey Dahmer situation. I'm so fucking tired of it.
We talked about it last time.
I don't give a shit about Jeffrey Dahmer. I just want to see Evan Peters take off his shirt. That's all that I want.
Have you watched it?
Fuck no.
Yeah, well, okay, moving on. I watched the new Hocus Pocus.
I heard it was bad.
Yeah, from Nasil. I enjoyed it.
Well, I heard it was bad from, like, a lot of people.
Well, I think they need to take a chill pill, aka an edible, relax, and then just enjoy it for what it is, which is just a great little movie. It didn't need to do a lot. It was just a cute show.
It was also made for children, too, so I feel like sometimes people are being harsh about it. Like,
I think, what do you expect? It's Hocus Pocus. Why are you wanting it to be super scary?
I think people were
like reinvent
this
something.
Was made, like, people our age were like, this was made for us, and it's like, no, it probably wasn't. Like,
yeah, go back and watch the original one. It's not fantastic. It's pretty boring.
Yeah, honestly though, I haven't watched Hocus Pocus since I was like maybe a teenager.
I hadn't, and then I watched it last year and was like, this is what I've been missing this whole time, this movie.
Can you believe that grown-ass adults just like wake up in October and are like, I can't wait to watch Hocus Pocus.
Right?
Like, grow the fuck up. Watch
Grow the fuck up, says people in children's costumes.
I made this costume to be slutty. So
I keep hitting my teeth on the mic.
What is wrong with you?
This is a slutty fish. Look at these fish nets. I'm going to have to blur my toes out.
Yeah, slutfish.
Slutfish.
Yeah, if we were playing Go Fish, I'd be like, do you have any slutfish?
I'm all out. Sorry.
Yeah, because she's been ran through.
Swam through.
What's trapping your ass?
I'm tired of the smoke here. I'm tired of
Literally
this weird ass weather.
It.
Oh no, he's been inside too long, you guys. It's smoky outside, FYI.
Like, I can
also
see
toasty.
it, but people are like, it smells like smoke, and I'm like, really?
I just think it's like keeping me feeling sick. Like,
do you think
hurts
it's making you crazy?
Gives me a headache. Could be. You know. What else is chapping my ass? I don't know. It's been a pretty good week. I'm closing out a lot of open mics. That's fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, I did a random one at a hookah bar last night in Tacoma.
Ooh.
Yep.
Do you think that could have anything to do with your throat and your headaches?
It's just too much smoke all around. As soon as I got on stage last night, 2 dudes came in with their hookah and just were talking like normal volume, if not louder, just to each other. And they didn't realize that I was talking to them. Like, hey, shut the fuck up. And they're just like, blah, 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 blah. And everyone else was just looking at them. So I had to actually like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, are we being loud? And I was like, I'm the one with the microphone and no one can hear me right now.
That is so cuckoo bananas kachoo.
Yeah. But afterwards, they told me that I was funny, so I didn't offend them, which is nice. Because I don't talk to people very often in the crowd. I'm not like, so what's it? Where are you from? What's your job? Why don't you guys shut the fuck up already? So for me to just come out swinging and being like, shut the fuck up.
Do you think
I
you're
was a little
also
nervous.
reaching a threshold? Do you feel like you just can't take it anymore?
I mean, kind of.
'Cause
When you sit at a shitty open mic with no... There were 2 audience members, so you're just sitting there.
Fuck off.
There was like 5 other comics, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my time and go home, and then another comic pops in right before you, so you have to wait even longer, and then people start talking as soon as you get on stage. It's like, listen, I had to sit through this, so you're gonna have to sit through me.
I've gotten to a point where, like, if I see someone not having a good time, I will pick on them. I did a show in like Salt Lake City where like there was a man up front with his arms crossed.
Why do
Just
these people sit in the front?
Angry face. And I like stopped what I was doing. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Are you having fun?" And
This is how I emote joy.
and like I was like, "Are you having fun?" Like honestly, because you look miserable. And he was like, "I'm kind of having fun." I was like, "Okay, then like you can leave."
Get the fuck out.
Like, you're ruining my vibe. Like, and I'm having a great time up on stage. Get the fuck out of my face.
I bet that turned it around.
Things were good.
I actually did do that at the Dope show for my sober set. I was the first comic up, so it was the host, Tyler, and then me. And as soon as I got up, I did like one joke, and then I heard people talking. And I was just like, what are you guys doing? That can't happen. 'Cause later, if that happens, I'm going to like lose my mind. And then it was just like quiet and like no one understood what was happening. And I was like, anyways, back to the jokes. Everything's fine.
I know. I need to learn how to like not like attack people like a deadly
Right.
viper. But also at the same time, like I'm trying so hard to like have patience and grace. And it's like I can't do it anymore.
Maybe you just need a little Ricci time.
I don't even know what that means or looks like anymore.
Maybe you just need some sleep. Oh, no.
I can't sleep,
Oh,
Courtney.
no.
I have too much work to do and I have to pack.
Things will be fine.
According to who?
To me. You want to talk about our topic for the day?
Okay.
Anything else you want to vent about? Did you even see my tail?
Yeah, I did see your tail.
Thank you for noticing.
I lost my tail for my costume.
Oh, it has a tail.
It had a tail. I mean, like, honestly, I should have just gotten, like, one of those butt plugs with a tail attached to it.
I, for one, am glad that you didn't.
Why not?
Because then you'd be sitting here with your butt out.
No, Courtney.
Just for your tail to be...
I would put my butt plug in and then pull the tail out of the suit.
So it's just, like, hanging out the side?
Yeah.
Can you sit with a butt plug in?
Oh, my God, yes. Haven't you ever put a butt plug in your body in the middle of the day?
No.
Why not?
No.
Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need to just start putting butt plugs up my ass in
Do
the
you want
middle
to
of
go
the
do
day.
it right now?
No, I can't do it right now, Courtney. Oh, my God.
Why?
Because I haven't douched.
Well, it's a plug.
That's not... No, babes. Do you know anything about gay people? Do you know any gay people?
No.
It shows. It shows really hard. Hey, everyone. I'm glad to let you know right now, Courtney Biscuit is not an ally. She hates gay people.
Well, guess what? So does Ricci.
Hey, that's not true. I am a homosexual.
Who also hates a bunch of gays.
Hey, Jenny, let's cut that out. Anyways, let's get to our topic of the week, you
Oh my
guys.
gosh, let's do it. If you couldn't tell by our costumes, we are talking about scary, spooky stuff.
And movies.
Yeah. Scary movies, scary things that have happened to us. You know, we're just getting in the Halloween spirit. We're in the vibe. We got our pumpkin mascot. It's going to get creepy.
I guess. I don't know. I've never really been like terribly afraid of spooky things that have happened to me. I guess like, no, that's a lie. One time I did have something spooky happen, but you go first.
Well, my things aren't necessarily spooky. It's just times where I was legitimately terrified.
For your life.
Yeah.
because of another human being?
Oh, just different things.
Okay, let's talk
I'll
about
start
one
with
of them.
one. When I was little, I was probably like 8 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
We went camping at Glacier National Park.
Uh-huh.
And for whatever reason, my dad was like, oh, yeah, there's bears all out here. We got to be careful. So I was just immediately terrified. And we're walking like at dusk, like it's getting dark. And I just remember picking up a stick. And I just had a bear stick, and I was like, I can't.
Oh yeah, because
I had to
that'll
sleep.
protect you.
I remember this stick to this day. Like I don't know if I was chewing on it. I probably was a little bit. But I like slept with it. I like had it with me the entire time. I'm pretty sure I brought it back home in the car because I was like, my bear stick is going to keep me protected. I just remember being so terrified of bears that entire time.
That's your spooky thing?
It's not spooky. It's a time when I was scared. You've never been scared?
I mean, like one time I was scared, but like not not like that. Like, so this one time did I tell the basement story already?
Let's do it.
Like one time I was like living in this basement in Madrona, and like the last roommate who lived in that room like got schizophrenia, and like he just like basically was unwell living down there. And I was like, ha ha ha, that's like so funny. Like, I'll take his room. And so I moved down there, and like for like the first couple of months, I was like, it just feels weird down here. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like the way it feels. Like, there's like a creepiness about it. And like, it feels like someone's like watching me all the time. And so I kind of just like sat there with it, and I was like, whatever, like, c'est la vie, what are you going to do? And then one night I was sleeping in my bed alone in the dark.
It doesn't sound like you. Alone? What?
And then I had this dream that a woman, I like woke up in my dream, but it felt so real that there was like a woman standing at the edge of my bed, like an older woman. And I was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck is this bitch doing here? And then she like started crawling onto my bed and like coming towards me. And I remember freaking the fuck out. And I like started grabbing things off my nightstand and throwing it at my ceiling, being like trying to wake up my roommates. And then I woke up for realsies, and I woke up in like a sweat and a panic. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like that was so scary. Like, what the fuck? And I turned on my lights, and I was like, okay, like nothing happened. That's crazy. And then it was just a dream.
Wait, had you actually thrown stuff at the ceiling?
No,
Okay.
that had happened in my dream.
Gotcha.
So then I had another dream like a week or two later where I like woke up in my dream again. Like in my dream, it felt so real. Like I woke up, and in the corner of my room, I saw the figure of a man, and I thought it was my roommate. So I was like, what are you doing here, dude? Like I thought it was one of my roommates. And he, like, this figure started walking towards me, like, very aggressively. And I grabbed my cell phone light, and I, like, shined it. And, like, it disappeared. And I woke up again in a panic. And I was like, okay, that's it. This is over. I'm going to start, like, saging my room and praying again every night. And then all of it went away.
Good job.
Yeah.
You got rid of it.
I defeated the demon.
How long did you stay after?
1.5 years.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah. I fear nothing.
Well, I'm a big old scaredy cat.
Yeah, I've never just been afraid of anything.
Have you had sleep apnea?
No.
I've had that a few times.
You have a sleep mask?
No. Wait. Not sleep apnea.
Sleep
What's it
apnea
called?
is when sleep paralysis?
Yes.
Oh. I did one time. And I wasn't really afraid. I was more just like, what the fuck is going on? It happened recently. I woke up, and I was like half awake, and I couldn't move my body. And I thought I heard someone open my door, and I could feel like something like touching my body. And I was like, I was like, who is touching me? And I thought it was my neighbor who lives here. And I was like, oh my God, Devin, what are you doing? And I was like, why the fuck would Devin be in my apartment this early in the morning? And then I like was able to move my neck, and I was like, oh, no one's here. And then I went back to bed.
Interesting. You don't think that was anything supernatural?
No, this building is only like 6 years old.
It doesn't matter. It could be built on some crazy shit. You never know.
What
Or
was
maybe
here
you
before?
got something. Maybe someone in the building brought in something really old, and it had a creepy vibe,
Like what?
like an urn or a bone.
A bone?
Yep.
From where?
A really old
What?
bone, and now it's here, and it's part of a ghost, and it's coming to get you.
Okay, do you have another good creepy thing? Nothing's coming to get me. Who's coming to get me?
I'll get you scared.
No one's
One
gonna
of these
scare me.
days.
I am not easily terrified. I startle very easily though. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I can get startled, but I've never been like afraid really that like I was gonna die.
Maybe I'm just too scared. I had sleep paralysis once.
Did you see the
The
top
last
hat
time,
man?
no, the last time that I remember having it, I've had it before, but didn't see anything. I just couldn't move and was scared, and then you can finally move. But maybe like 5 years ago, I was like having a nice little siesta on my couch, as I do. I love to take a couch nap. I don't like to nap in my bed.
What?
Yeah, bed is
Okay.
for sleep only. So
What do you do when you nap?
I nap on the couch.
What is that activity called though?
Napping.
Which is another word for
Taking a rest.
and a synonym for that is. Anyways.
So I was asleep, and I think I was like on my side, and I wanted to wake up, but I couldn't. And in my dream, I had a water bottle in my hand, and I just was like clutching the water bottle, and I couldn't move. And then there was just this spooky black demon that was like right in my face, just whispering.
Mhm.
And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. So I was just in the dream squeezing the water bottle in my hand. And so the act of squeezing it got me so I could move my body in real life. And then I woke up and I was like, that was fucking scary. Then I think I slept with the lights on for like 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah, I get very scared very easily.
Oh my God, Courtney.
She needs a nightlight.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm so scared of the dark.
I love the dark.
Oh, not me.
I love the dark.
Especially if I'm high and like walking dogs at night, I'm like, oh God, what was that? Oh my God, wait, what is that a person? Oh geez, do I need to be scared? Ooh, my mind goes,
I love wandering around the woods in the dark.
ooh, hell no, I'm so scared. I like it if there are other people who are stronger and braver than me. But if it were just me, I used to live out in the country, and if I like forgot something in my car and had to go out there at night, sprint there, sprint back, anything that had to do with being outside at night, I would always just run back to the door. Oh my God.
You know, most people aren't even like afraid of the dark. They're just afraid of what the dark is hiding.
Yeah, their imaginations.
That's right. I think your imagination's running a little too wild. Maybe you're doing too many edibles because you're addicted. Courtney also offered me edibles like 6 times before we started recording. in
Well,
the
you
span
were
of 10
losing your
minutes.
fucking mind, and I just wanted you to chill.
She was like, can you shut the fuck up and take this edible?
Just eat it already. You'll love it. Let's see.
Should we talk about a scary movie recommendation?
I just have the 5 scariest movies for me.
What's the 5 scariest movies that you've ever seen?
Well, they're different stages of my life. So the first one that I haven't seen for a very long time, but the first scary movie I remember seeing, being terrified of, was Poltergeist.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Caroline!
Ew. Don't do that voice again. I don't like that.
Wasn't it like similar to the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That woman looked ugly. I know you shouldn't say that, but
But yeah, I remember being scared of that. I'm sure I watched it at way too young of an age, but it has been stuck in my mind for a very long time.
do you ever like watch movies that used to scare you and you think like, why?
Yeah, I tried to watch Gremlins the other night, and I was like, this...
You were scared of the Gremlins?
Yeah, I watched it too young. And when they get wet, now...
They look like puppets.
Yeah, but when did you see it?
When I was young.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm older than you, so...
No, I was like a child, like single digit age.
Okay, shut up.
Okay, keep going.
So the movies that scare me the most, like the genre, are exorcism movies.
I love exorcism movies.
Like anytime a demon gets inside of a body, I am like, I can't.
I love it.
It scares me more than anything.
Why?
I don't know. Because I was born religious. I was raised religious, so it's just in there. You don't touch a Ouija board.
I won't touch a Ouija board.
If you're ever scared, just say, I rebuke thee in the name of Jesus.
I will say that, like, I've never experienced it, but, like, if I saw some, like, spiritual, demonic shit happening, I would probably leave. Like, I don't think I'd hang around to see what happened.
Yeah, no.
I'm not equipped to deal with that.
No pentagrams, no seances, nothing. I'm not
like a
trying to
pentagram.
invite things in.
I won't do a seance, but I'll, like, pretend I'm doing a seance.
Okay, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
candles are a vibe. I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been scared of any kind of possession movies. So the one that I remember being terrified of was The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh my God. I love that movie.
It's so scary to me.
This one time I had a middle school like lock-in where we spent the night, and me and this one kid got assigned to sweep the gym after like the morning after, and like the lights were off in the gym. Like the only lights that were in the gym were through the windows in the ceiling. So it was like pretty dark in there, and I started just like quoting facts about the movie to him. And he was like, please stop it. I don't like it. And I was like, what did I say? I was like, I started like just quoting facts about that movie, and he got so mad. He just dropped the broom and was like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be here anymore. And I thought it was so funny.
You middle school bully.
I know. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I just remember, I think I was probably in high school when that came out. And so relative in age to the girl in the movie, and just like there was nothing she could do about what was happening to her. And I was like, that could be me. I could be alone in college in my dorm room, and then just there's the devil inside me, and nothing can save me.
On par to that, similarly, at the same time as what you're saying, I was terrified of the movie Paranormal Things or Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity, because at the time when it came out, I was still under the impression that that was real found footage.
Right.
And like, do you remember that marketing campaign where they were like,
Yep.
yeah, this is real. It's a true story.
Yes.
And I remember thinking like, this is the most terrifying thing ever. And I watched it in theaters, and I was so fucking scared.
Yes. Like so many people were scared of that movie. I remember like my friend Sarah and I went and watched it after a lot of our friends, like after the buzz had been out for a while. It's the scariest movie ever. It's the scariest movie ever. So we went, and I think she was legitimately scared, but because everyone else had said all these things, I was like, it's not scary. It's not scary. So I was laughing at parts where she was like screaming, and I was like, this is so silly. Like that was one movie that I could tell if I hadn't heard about it, I would have been scared of, but
Yes.
I was not scared of that movie.
I was like there like the opening weekend for that movie, and I remember just being absolutely shocked at what I was seeing.
Yeah, I just giggled the whole time. I was like, these sissies. It was probably like how you are at most movies.
Probably.
But when that movie came out, another movie came out right after it called The Third Kind. Did you see that movie? It was similar, where like found footage. We're interviewing people who are really there, and then they.
Was that the alien one?
Yes,
In
that
Alaska?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one terrified me because I thought all the footage was real.
Was it not?
It wasn't.
Oh,
No, it was all
man.
fake because I looked into it, but I was like, this actually happened. These are real people that they're interviewing for this movie. Like, oh my gosh. And the thing that scared me the most was like I lived way out in the country and I saw that movie.
Yeah, like if someone took you from space, no one would care.
Yeah. No, for reals.
Yeah.
And when I saw that movie, I think I saw it in Lacey. So I was in Lacey, and then probably the late show drove all the way back to Chehalis in
Which
the
is
middle
like
of the
what?
night. Is like an hour drive
Oh my fucking
out to
God.
my parents' house, and just where they live, just the middle of nowhere, just a lot like the movie scenes. Just you're in the middle of the country, and that so the whole time driving, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That one really scared me.
Wait, what's the next movie on your scary list movies?
Hereditary.
That was such a good one. Oh my God, I love that movie. It was so unsettling.
Yes. Okay, that one scared you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if scared is the right word, but I do remember I was watching with my old roommate, and he like there was that scene where they're in the car and
Oh.
he grabbed my arm because he'd already seen it and I hadn't seen it yet. And
I
was
hate
like,
that when people are like, "Oh, you better watch this part. Hey, something's coming."
but he like grabbed my arm. I was like, why are you touching me? And then I was like, oh my God. And then the follow-up movie was also terrifying.
Oh, I could never watch it.
Yeah. What? Midsummer?
Oh, that's a follow-up?
I mean, like, that was like the next.
Oh, like the same
like, yeah. Director
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
I just
movie
remember
was
in Hereditary
terrifying.
when she was like on the ceiling, like banging her head.
Oh my God. That was so much.
It was a lot.
But I loved it.
Ooh, that one, I had trouble sleeping that night. That is a spooky, spooky movie.
You know what movie actually scared me? I totally forgot about. The first time I watched it, I remember thinking I couldn't figure it out the entire time. I was trying so hard to figure out like what was going on. And then when they revealed like what was happening, I was terrified. Not in the like shocked sort of way, but I was just like, oh my God, like what a horrifying concept. Have you ever watched Sinister?
I don't know.
It's the one about like this family that moves into a house. I think it's Ethan Hawke, and they like find all these like Super 8 films that are like on projections, and it's like these family movies, but then at the end of the movie you see the entire family getting murdered by the person filming it, and you don't know who the killer is, but they're all like separated by over like decades, like so it starts in like the 50s and then it goes into like the 60s and 70s and 80s and the 2000s, and it's like who is killing all these people, and then the ending they show you and you're like, holy fucking shit. I never would have suspected that. It is fucking terrifying.
Ooh,
Yeah, do you want to watch it?
maybe.
Okay. It brings me joy.
Ooh, oh jeez, I'm scared.
I love feeling afraid when it happens in movies. Like, that is my favorite feeling of being terrified in a movie.
Maybe that's why you like comedy.
Why?
I don't know, the adrenaline.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I could be wrong.
I think I'm just funny. I think that's why I like comedy. I'm like, oh, I excel at this and I don't have to try hard. Perfect.
Okay, the last movie on my list. It's like I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s classic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it started.
Scream.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it started the movies of our age.
I love Scream because that was a really great social commentary on like what it was like to be a youthful teenager at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. And I like it had a lot of jump scares.
It was
And-
also like a really good parody of like the decades past.
Mhm.
Like it very much played on like the tropes of like an 80s horror movie, which I did enjoy a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it. And then it also, a lot of movies came after it. I think it inspired a lot, especially the Scary Movie franchise. That went on to make some money, and it was all kind of based off of that one movie.
Actually, Scream did redefine like what horror looked like in the 2000s era, and it created this like sense of what's it called? Like it revitalized like the slasher horror movie sort of
Right.
thing. Like every major motion picture was trying really hard to really emulate that scary slasher killer sort of vibe. And then like I think the thing after that was like supernatural horror, which I really
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Fun.
But
What about you? What are some of your favorite scary ones?
well, as I mentioned, I said a few already, but the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1971, I think.
Okay.
Love that movie. So fucking good. Terrifying to this day. Like, mostly because of just like how brutal it was. I think I watched that more as an adult. I also very much love black and white scary movies.
Oh, okay.
Like the original Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, I didn't know there was an original.
Yeah. I think also from the 60s. Super good. So classic. Probably terrifying for its time.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the show? The series, Haunting of Hill
Yes.
House?
Oh my God. It was so fucking good.
What does it kind of go along with that movie? Or is it
No, that
totally
was like a
different?
completely different, like some of the character names are the same, but like it's like its own story.
Okay, those
Yeah.
scare me too.
Mm.
I'm
Oh.
surprised that I got into them because I was like, oh my God, this is scary.
The Haunting series by Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan is like the mother of all horror right now.
What else has he done?
He just made The Midnight Club, which I started last night. He also wrote A Haunting of Bly Manor,
Yeah,
obviously.
I saw that one.
And he did, oh God, what's the one on Netflix where it's a small town and there's like a religious.
Oh, yeah.
What is that called?
Something about church.
He also made that movie Hush about the deaf woman who was being hunted by a serial killer. That was also really good.
That one.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Insidious. I love Insidious. Oh my God. One of my favorite movies.
What's that one about?
The one with Patrick Wilson where him and his wife are like moving into a house and they're like, I think this house is haunted. And they like get a medium and she's like, it's not the house that's haunted. It's you.
Oh no.
Yeah, and there's a lot of really good jump scares. Actually, that movie has the record for the most, like, the scientifically proven scariest jump scare because like they monitored people's hearts for like a lot of different movies, and that movie got like the highest heart rate.
Dang, you can get a workout just watching a movie.
Yeah.
Midnight Mass is that?
Yes, Midnight Mass. Yeah, that was a really great horror show.
Same.
Also, I love like religious horror and like anything spiritual or demonic. Like, I love it. Oh my God, I fucking love it. And then 80s slashers movies. I love it. Oh my God, I love. Halloween movies are my favorite movies. I love being afraid.
You mentioned Midsummer.
Oh yeah, that psychological horror, great. I love it. Give it all to me.
You can't think of any scary stories?
I told you one already.
No, you're right. I was just okay. I have other random scary things where I was scared. Normal things that happened that myself, I was terrified. My friend and I went on a road trip one summer. It was like right after I graduated college, so I think she had like just graduated high school.
Oh my God, I remember this story.
Maybe. Did I tell it here?
You did tell it here.
What was it?
About how you guys stayed in the hotel room and you thought someone was coming and you left your gun in the car.
Yeah, and then we walked out to get the gun. Like that's when you would get murdered
that
in any 100% movie.
100% when you would get murdered. This actually happened in a horror movie with Tom Cruise, I think, where they stayed in a motel and they realized that like people were getting murdered at the hotel because they would like record the murders and put the VHS tapes in the room.
Ew.
And so like people would watch these VHS tapes and be like, oh my God, is that this hotel room? And they'd be like, oh my fucking God, it is. And they were like, we have to get out of here. And then like the killers were like, they watched the tape, let's fucking get them.
Oh jeez.
That could have been you.
Good thing it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, another time I was terrified. We were me, my dad, my brother, and my sister-in-law were fishing, and we went to this random dam. We like walked all around this lake, fished all day, and then as we were leaving, my dad was walking in front of me, and my dad is a goofball, and he just likes to get a reaction out of people. He likes to tease me and stuff, and he was walking really close to the edge of the dam, and then he tripped and he fell. And I like screamed. I ran over, but it was like it was just a joke. There was like a ledge. There was like several really big steps that like from where I was seeing. Yes, I thought he died on our family vacation, and I was fucking terrified. And I was so mad at him afterwards. Like, Daddy, how could you do that to me?
Oh my God, if my father died on a family vacation, I would be so mad. I'd be like, this was expensive.
Who's going to pay for this
serious? Now? So annoying.
I think that's the one thing that I'm most scared of is losing my parents.
I'm also scared of losing my parents. I definitely don't want them to die.
Yeah, it's a scary thing.
I'm like trying to think of like what it is that I am terrified of. Getting shots at the doctor.
You've been getting that a lot.
Yeah.
Is it like exposure therapy? Is it helping?
I don't know,
Are
honestly.
you less scared now?
I'm not like actually that scared of it. I'm just like, please don't do it to me, please. I don't want this to happen.
The last spooky thing that I remember being terrified was when I was dog sitting Sadie and Benji. I was down in their basement cleaning stuff up, and I like set my phone down on this cabinet and like grabbed something, and then this giant spider just like came out at me, and my body just shut off. I screamed so hard and so loud. Immediately started crying. I caught my breath. I screamed again, just staring at this spider as it stared at me.
It was huge.
And I just stood there crying for probably like 2 minutes, like just shaking and crying. And then finally was like, okay, I need to get out of this basement.
You didn't kill the spider?
No, I did.
Okay.
But I like had to go around the spider, like keeping my eyes on it, grabbed a broom, and then just smashed it until I broke the broom. And I was like, sorry, Sadie and Benji's mom, the broom's broken, but I killed that monster in the basement. And I left its body out because I was so scared. I was like, tell all your friends. This is what happens.
Tell everyone what you saw here today.
But I was legit terrified. And then like that whole day, I just felt like I had bugs on me. I was just terrified every time, like lifting up anything. I was like, oh, there's a spider under here. But then whenever I saw a spider out in the world, I was like, that's a tiny spider. I don't even care. Like now I can just smush little ones with my finger because I had that experience. Like, okay, none of these are as scary as that mouse-sized spider. So I can kill this spider. I can get this one out of here. No problem. So that was my exposure therapy.
Okay.
I recommend.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kill a giant spider. It'll help you in the long
just
run.
Scream. Almost pee your pants, legitimately terrified. I'm a little upset that none of the neighbors came to check on me. Okay. I could have been dead, but...
Would they have even heard you scream?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe the basement's soundproof.
I mean, maybe.
I hate a basement.
I'm
scared in most basements.
I don't like a basement.
No, I was down in the basement of my building today, and I was like, there's creepy vibes in here.
It's not for me.
Is every basement haunted, or are we just scared of basements?
I think they're all haunted.
Is that where we go when we die? We have to stay in the basement of a shitty apartment?
What's a a cemetery if not a bunch of basements?
Ew.
Now you know.
Each individual basements.
Yeah, which is actually my fact of the day is that cemeteries are made because they used to put bodies in the basement
of houses?
Yep.
And they were like, we're going to not do that anymore because it's starting to get smelly.
Yeah.
Our dog won't stop.
That's not a real fact. I don't know. I'm just
Grandma.
making shit up. But I don't know. What's your fact?
I don't have one. I'm factless.
Well, I have a fact.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And my fact of the day is that you know what? It's too good to share.
We'll save it for next week, you guys.
It's too good to share with you guys. I can't share it this week. I feel like I talked a lot already and I don't want to talk anymore.
It's cool.
I've run out of words.
We did our best for this week.
And I guess our best wasn't
it was great.
The best.
Listen. We came here, we did it. It's going to be great. We're getting out of town.
We're traveling again.
We're road comics.
For sure.
Come see us on the road, you guys.
Come hang out with us.
This will come out after the fact, but still.
Okay, well, eventually we'll be back to
Thanks for coming to see us on the road, you guys.
When you do see us.
It was great. We appreciate it.
Thank you all so much. Be sure to like and subscribe to the pod.
At the Pretty Dumb Pod.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.